Welcome back, everybody, to another NASCAR Heat 5 Career Mode episode. Jumping right into a dirt race, and we'll see here. I already have a win here in the playoffs, so actually I'm going to go ahead and simulate this just to keep things moving here. Get 11th there, not too worried. As we've already advanced, we just have to do good at Eldora at the end of the season, and I think it's top 5, but that's okay. Heading to Las Vegas. So we were here earlier in the season. We've got 4 more races left here, so I may split this up into episodes of 2 and 2 for the trucks to help us finish up the season nicely. So we're going to go ahead, I'll run some practice, throw the custom setup in there once again, and go from there. Oh, it's weird. I already had my custom setup in there, so we've already seen what that does, so I will not I'll just go ahead and actually back out here. So I had to plug my pedals back in. I'm going to go ahead, change the setup, and then jump into practice for just a few laps. Alright, so there is the setup. If you want to take a look at that, go ahead and save. We'll run. Let's do 2 practice laps here. The gearing changed quite a bit. We'll have to see how that works out here. See if we gain any more speed. However, I don't see that really happening. And I did not change the wedge. I should probably do that before we head into the race, but we'll see how everything handles here without messing with the wedge, going up on that like we'll probably need to in order to save the tires. You know, we've kind of found that these setups are more of a qualifying setup than a race setup. So otherwise it just kills the tires really quickly. Let's see here. Also saw just a little bit, but not too bad here. Felt like a decent lap. Not too bad there. So run one more. Very, very bumpy here. Get the run off the corner. Ran up a little bit high there. See how it affects the lap time. Better corner through 3 and 4. The last lap. I think we're going to be just a little bit slower here. Dive it down towards the line. A little bit better. So we're really close here. Let's see what we can do in qualifying.
Go, go, go.
As that start from being stopped, it's very slow. But I do think we have really good speed here with the modified gearing. So that's probably going to be the most helpful thing that this setup has given us, is a different gearing that allows us to run at a higher top speed. And I didn't realize I wasn't up into 4th gear. It just takes forever to get up to 4th gear around here with this gearing. Sliding up a little bit, and we get in the wall. not ideal there. Honestly, I think I might be able to just run around here in third. Not really gaining anything from fourth gear, so I'll have to see there. Not going to be a great lap by any means.
Alright, that's it.
34 puts us in 31st, but I do think we come out a lot further ahead if we don't tag the wall. So starting in 29th, let's go ahead, head to the race. Very pretty sky here.
Be ready here.
Got a little mountain in the background. Maybe covered up by my camera. There, you should be able to see it now. And 6 laps in the stage, 12 laps of fuel.
Clear high, clear high.
Still riding around in third gear. And again, we're not really gaining anything from going into fourth gear. I forgot to adjust the wedge before we went into the race. So we'll see how we actually end up being here.
5 to go this time by.
Just trying to hang with the pack. A little bit tight towards the center of the corner with the dirty air. However, we are able to hang with the pack at this point. It's been a long time off the gas trying to get the car to rotate. And really it's going to come down to
Car there on the inside. All clear.
whether or not the right rear dies or not. It's looking okay for now. Wow, those bumps are bad. But we'll have to see how far they drop off as we go through this run. That's going to be really important to know for the end of the race.
Still there.
Block the bottom here. They say we're out of the draft when we do that, but we're going to have a compromised line and the 1 and 2 here with that car making a move on the bottom. It's not ideal here. We're going to run the top lane. Try to dive it down to the bottom from the top side. Can't do it.
Couple more turns, 2 more, 2 to go. Car careful.
And just continuing to struggle for speed. Not as bad as some tracks. I'm not sure how it was. Seems like we really struggled here earlier in the season. So the gearing definitely helps. It's still just not great. Tires are looking okay with this setup. Should be fine.
Last lap, hit your mark.
When we pay attention to, it's not going to be a full lap though. I need to pay attention at some point throughout the next run, once the tires start falling off, how quickly I'm losing percentage on the right rear. So I know for plain sakes if we can go the full way on a set of tires. I think we should be able to. But 32nd in stage 1. And yeah, go ahead and pit. Let's see here. We've got our little rival here in front of us, Jennifer Joe Cobb.
Almost ready.
We may try to
Inside.
run in 3rd gear here. It may even save
Still there.
some fuel. Think about that. It may save some fuel. We'll have to see here. And that may allow us to extend the run if we need to. Be a good run through 3 and or 1 and 2 rather. And I'm going to try running around in 3rd gear for now.
Got a car low now. You're all clear on the bottom.
Make that block down low. Just see how it reacts on track. We definitely have a better drive off the corner with 3rd gear.
Still there.
But may mess with some fuel. So we're running higher RPMs
Car outside. Hold your line.
with 3rd gear.
5 to go.
So we'll have to pay attention to that. Again, still battling white.
Careful, still there.
Back to the throttle, get the drive off. Yeah, drive off is definitely a lot better
Stay
here
low. Stay low.
in 3rd gear. However, I feel like we're losing the estimated fuel laps a lot quicker with being in 3rd gear. We'll have to see here. Make a block down low. Nope, he gets to our inside. Get up into the wall. Alrighty then. Try to keep a pulse on Cobb. And 1 and 2 is definitely our better set of corners in general. So we'll see if we can catch up here to the pack. I don't anticipate much of those since we don't have the draft at the moment. So let's keep an eye on the tire wear here, see what that's doing. Lost 7% in that corner. And so we lost 11% overall that lap. Let's test it out again. See what happens here. Only 3% in that corner with, and this is about where we would have been last lap. We're about 7% overall on a lap as we start wearing down. So, also going to try to pay attention to when the fuel was dropping down, but I forgot to do that, so that will have to wait till next stage. We'll see. It stayed green the whole time so far. We'll have to see if we end up with any wrecks or anything. No changes. Going to try running around in 3rd still. Seem to have a better drive
Coming to the green,
doing
driver.
that.
Be ready here.
So with that in mind, I'm going to try to do that still.
Stay low, stay low.
And I'll pay attention to my
Still there.
estimated fuel, see where it's dropping down in general as well. But I do think during that last run, if we don't have that car get to our inside, like he's just about to do again, let me get past this, and we don't get set up into the wall, I do think that we make a pass or two during that run. So we're gonna have a good run off, going to get to the inside of Harmon.
All clear.
Clear him. Slip and slide a little bit, getting into the corner. Decent run off. We We have the draft here to help us out. No danger from Harmon here. Get the good exit off. You can see how much time we're making up in 1 and 2 when we're battling these cars. Going to be side by side, entering 3 and 4.
Stay low.
I'm not as good on the exit of 3 and 4. We're definitely able to get a better run off there. But we'll try it again down here in 1 and 2. We enter up a bit higher, and then we're able to get this good angle off the corner. Really good there. Really similar to what we did to Harmon the couple laps before. I'm going to go ahead and pit here. And that may make it so we can go to the end. We'll have to see.
Be ready here.
Got 12 laps of fuel. It's going to be close whether we can make it to the end or not. 11 laps remaining. That is perfect. We should be able to make it to the end then on fuel. I mean, no more pit stops for us.
Careful, still there.
And we'll have to see here what sort of spots we can make up on this restart.
All clear.
Back to the throttle early. Really good run there. We push Harmon ahead.
Still there.
Side by side with White once again.
You got room. You're clear.
Oh, we slid up with the dirty air. Still gonna have a good run off the corner though. Side by side with Harmon. Let's enter 3 and 4. A little bit of contact there sends us up the track. Need to cut down to
All clear.
get in front of Jennifer Joe Cobb there. Need to stick with White. Hopefully we can do that here through 1 and 2. Get a good run through the corner. It should pull us back up to this group here. Perfect. We had a wonderful run, just couldn't quite get down quick enough.
Still there.
Decent run through 3 and 4 as well. Had a good drive off. And
Keep it up. That was
yeah,
your
actually
best lap
that was a really good lap for us there. So let's get the good drive off this corner as well. Getting a little bit fresher tires is probably helping us out as well. So
You're all clear up top. Car
back to the
outside.
throttle a bit early there. It's going to hurt us on corner exit and on the straightaway.
Outside.
We've got White to our outside. I wasn't going to try to block that overly hard. Let's get the drive off. Try dropping right behind Harmon here. Perfect. Get back into the draft. Good 3 and 4 for me there. Really good. Harmon still gets a run down the straightaway, as does White. Wow.
All clear.
So just trying to keep touch with these guys up in front of us for now. But ultimately,
All clear.
not all that worried about these positions at the moment, because these guys are going to have to make green flag pit stops soon. So we'll have to see how that plays out here. Let's take a look coming across the line here. We should be good on fuel still. Just dropped to 6 to go, and we've got 5 laps to go. So still one
Got one ticket inside.
lap
All
to
clear.
do good. Had to compromise the corner a little bit there to block Cobb off. But we still get a pretty good run there. out of 1 and 2. And I would expect the AI to have to pit here soon. Next couple of laps, because we'd run. There's some takers right there. Should gain some spots. And really, as long as this stays green, we should be in place for a really good end to the race.
You're all clear up top.
Because of that strategy that we played. Probably not
Clear high, bud.
looking at a
Hold your line.
absolutely fantastic result. However, we've got a lot of cars that are pitting. And it's going to bring out the caution now. I don't know what they're going to do here. So why is Sheldon Creed not pitting? I'm not going to pit. I'm going to go ahead and advance here. We've got a good buffer. Granted, these cars just pitted, but we do have a good buffer to the cars that just pitted here recently. So we'll see how we compare to the cars on fresher tires. Only need to survive for 2 laps, but we are in an ideal position here to be able to make something happen. I do not anticipate keeping the lead by any means. However, we could be in for a really good race result here. Really good through 3 and 4. And we are heading to the white flag. They're going to make a block there. Trying to make sure they can't draft off me though. Oh, and I let them get to the inside. Maybe we'll get the good release off. Nope. Ran up too high. Still should be a really good result here. Some of the other cars that we were somewhat racing around are right here as well. So, kind of interesting there. You're going to come across the line in 7th place. Very nice result there. And a good call on the strategy to help put us in that position. Let's move on to the next race and see what we can do. 7th place, $21,000 added to the bank. We got our 7th contract. Get a top 10, get congratulated. Apparently someone's got beef with us. But I'm not that worried about it. Charlotte and Eldora. Let's go ahead, prep everything for the next couple of races. As we head into the championship here, auto assign everyone else, start the work, and again we're just going to simulate this to get through it and move on to the next truck race. Made the dirt finals like we knew already with a that win. Still $6,600 added to the bank. Sloppy driving, so we don't get savings, right? And now heading to Talladega. So this should be interesting. Talladega is another super speedway similar to Daytona. There's no sense in me running any practice laps here either. I'll go ahead and throw the custom setup in, so hopefully we have some more speed. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. but not maybe much that we can do here. So let me throw in the custom setup, and we'll run maybe a practice lap to see where we're at. Alrighty, so quite a few big changes, mainly to the tire pressures actually, as well as like the sway bar, camber, and track bars. So let's go ahead, save the setup. We'll run a practice lap here and see what we can do.
Okay,
See how everything works out here. And we'll just run this first lap here. You see, granted, we're still getting up to speed. I guess we'll run technically 2 laps here. See how the car performs. It is a very, very long track. Longest oval track that NASCAR does at 2.66 miles. Granted, some of the road courses are a bit longer than that. But longest oval track. Got the flags moving there. And see here. You can tell how much time we lost getting up to speed with that. The finish line is also kind of staggered here at Talladega. So 11 seconds slow with us getting up to speed. We'll see how we can do in this flying lap. Try to go just as flat out as we can constantly. Gotta run the bottom to have the shortest way around the racetrack. Got another car right up behind us. We'll see if they are really making up any time on us. So you can already see that our time is much, much better compared to last lap. Still not going to be near that goal time really. But we'll see here. 2.5 to 3 seconds off there. So we'll head to qualifying, see what we can do here.
Let's go.
And it's not going to do a glitch there, which is good. And actually on the lap, your warm-up lap to your qualifying lap, you actually want to run the high side so you can have as much time to get everything up to speed and you can carry as much speed as possible. And then for your qualifying lap, it's best to run the bottom. So we'll run the top here, not get into the wall at all, run the top, have as much speed as possible coming to the line. And this is actually in the next race on the NASCAR schedule. So it's quite the interesting race for sure. Very chaotic usually, as it is a super speedway. Those are always chaotic, always lots of big wrecks. There's always a guaranteed big one, as it's called, where you take out a lot of cars. We actually get 2 laps around this track. Super speedways, for whatever reason, we get 2 laps around, try to set a best lap. Even though they are the longest tracks on the schedule, they for whatever reason get 2 laps for qualifying. So we got this tri-oval and
Qualifying. Make it count.
not too bad of a lap there. That lap is technically invalidated because we went below double yellow lines. We're gonna try one more time. There's not much that I can do to run any faster. just try to hold it as close to the bottom as I can, but it's not really going to gain me what, the 3 or 4 tenths that we're off the goal time by. So going to be a 32nd place qualifying effort, I'm guessing here, as we start to approach the line. Obviously the draft will be big here at these tracks.
All right,
And yep, 32nd for qualifying, and now we'll see. I think it said like 34 laps, something like that, and we'll see where we end up. Have to stay behind other cars, trucks rather. So let's see here.
Still there.
Going to be a lot of bumping and banging as per usual at Talladega.
Still there.
And we're just staying right behind the cars in front of us. You gotta try to keep your line. If you don't, likely another car is going to take your spot. For losing time down the straightaways. Hopefully Akis doesn't drop down here. It's not good. There you can see the draft working. And making up some spots on the bottom. That's where I want to stay really, is glued to the bottom. If we get pushed into the top lane, we're going to be in trouble, I do feel. Check up there just a little bit. Don't wreck Dean here.
Stay on the bottom.
Just taking a look at the fuel there.
Still there. Hold your line. Got one outside.
And
Outside.
the bottom line is definitely moving. We've got some 3 wide
Car outside.
up in front of us. Making sure just stay right behind Dean here. Don't need to slide up the track. If we are sliding up at all, I am getting out of the gas. I don't want to get
Stay on the bottom here.
on
Got one
top
outside.
side of Dean, so backed out there. And
Still there.
3 wide in front of us. I didn't really want to do that, but we had the run.
Still there.
We may be 4 wide, so we need to stick it right down to the bottom here. We're pulled along by Decker. We'll have to see
Stay low.
how that ends up working out.
Still
We're
there.
moving at the moment on this bottom lane. Check up just a touch.
Bring it home.
Didn't want to get below or on top of Decker.
Still there.
And it's been a good race so far.
Careful. Still there.
Been able to stay in the draft, which is key. I really just want to keep it on the bottom lane as long as I can.
Still there.
A lot of times
Clear high.
the top will just end up forcing us in the back. We've got a car.
No point at that stage.
Yeah, we've got a car blowing up here. I was glad they didn't go around, because otherwise we likely would have been caught up in that. But go ahead and pit. The right front is actually wearing quite significantly, which I was not expecting. But 4 tires and fuel. We gained 2 spots, and we're still in the bottom lane, which I do quite like.
Coming to the green.
And we're just going to keep doing what we were doing. Not a great release from us there. And we need the draft really badly here. Wow, as we fired off really badly.
Outside.
I'm not sure why we're so slow. We need the draft badly.
Hold your line. Got one outside.
And push from behind. Get behind Herbst here, hopefully.
Hold your line. Got one
Oh
outside.
boy.
Got a car high now.
I need White to drop down in front of me. Thank you. Now we have somebody to draft off of. Hopefully we can
You're all
help
clear up
push
top.
him to the front. Catch up to the pack up in front of us here. Flying up. Push, bump. Keep pushing him, keep pushing him, keep pushing him, keep pushing him. Got 3 laps to go in the stage. Staying connected to White. You cannot technically do this in the actual truck series. You cannot lock bumpers.
Car outside.
But that's
Hold
not
your
coded
line.
into the
All
game,
clear.
so we're going to take advantage of it. And just staying locked on to White, pushing them towards the front pack here. And we're kind of dragging along this pack behind us here as well. Once that we held up, we've got Enfinger in front of White now. White thinks he's looking pretty slow though, so he goes low. We're just going to stick with him. Oh,
Here you go, driver.
we almost got White turned there.
Nice driving there.
And apparently there was a wreck somewhere. I'll have to see kind of what happened. Going to go ahead and nope, cancel. We want to pit and we gain a spot, so we're still on the bottom. Hopefully we can fire off better here
Coming to the
this
green,
time.
driver. Be ready here.
Nope, we are not firing off any better.
Careful.
Push me, push me, push me.
3 wide, middle. All right, you're clear.
So I'm going to need
Got one up top.
a car to drop down in frnt of us so we
Hold your line,
can
got
get
one
a
outside.
pole. Once again. Crafton maybe. I don't know if we have enough of a pole though. That's going to be close. I need to push. I need to push. I need to push.
Car outside.
He's pulling away. No. Keep her on the bottom. We're gonna push. We're gonna push. We're catching up to Crafton. Alright, we may be good with the push. We may be able to catch up. It just takes forever for our truck to get going. Keep pushing.
That's the halfway mark.
We're halfway through the race. We get back past Crafton. Got a good head of steam here coming up on this pack. We may be getting some draft from the pack up here. We've got a good run, running at 191 miles an hour. And need just a little bit more. Come on. And I think we are firmly within the draft of this lead pack. It does look like it. Herbst is bouncing around between lanes. And we're going to give him a push. Keep this bottom lane going. Keep doing what we were doing before.
Stay on the bottom here.
Hopefully we don't get another caution because it takes us about 3 laps to, right?
Careful, still there.
2 or 3 laps to catch up back to anybody. after a restart, so not good there. We can hold some spots, but we can't.
Hard from the outside.
It takes us
Outside.
about 3 laps to get to the point where we can catch up to anybody again.
All
So
right, you're clear.
out of the gas there a little bit. We may be getting a good push here. Let's see here.
Stay low.
Keep pushing Herps around the bottom. Stay on the bottom.
Stay low.
As they're 4 wide here at Talladega.
All right.
And Herps moved up. We're going to take our run and go help Chastain here. Sorry, buddy, if you don't want to stay on the bottom, then we're going to leave you. Chastain doesn't want to stay on the bottom either. And we're back up with Dean,
All the way to the
our
wall.
little buddy. Very nice to see here.
Careful. All right,
He doesn't
clear.
want to stay on the bottom either. We're going to keep moving then. Up to Fulgerman, who we have raced around quite a lot
Stay
lately
low. Stay low. And to go.
in this series. We gave him a bump,
Outside.
and alrighty, as we're going to move our way up to Akram, maybe.
Careful, still
Nope,
there.
he's going to
Outside,
leave us.
outside.
We're going to get a push. So is Fulgerman
Still there.
up to C. It's going to drop down. He is
Outside,
not.
outside.
We slid up some. Still getting the push.
Still there.
Just hoping that the
Still there.
Story 2 truck who is giving us a push is going to stay with us.
Clear high. Clear high.
We are racing against Akram. No push at the moment. We're running on pure speed. Got 3 laps of fuel left in the tank. I'm not worried about that top line. I just want to run the bottom. I'm not all that worried. As the pack is getting a big run, we're getting a push now. Oh, and Akram cuts down in front of us. That's going to cause a big one, I think.
Guys off. Caution.
I'm sorry, but I had a guy behind me and I couldn't lift. You cut down across my nose. So we need to pit here. And now we have to
We're going green.
wait and see how long it takes us to get back to the front. Maybe? Nope, we got a good jump that time for whatever reason. So now I've got to wait for the pack to catch up. Give me a bump. Keep it on the bottom. Nope, nobody wants to give me a bump. Okie doke. Got 7 laps of fuel remaining. We'll have to see if that's enough to make it to the end. It's going to be close for sure. Looking good for now. So we're starting to split back there. Into some different lanes. 6 laps of fuel. 5 laps to go. Very nice there. Looks like we've got a single car on pit road. That may be Tyler Akram. As I think he took some vicious hits there.
Car on the outside now.
We're just sticking to the bottom, doing what we know here.
Car high now.
We've got some cars with some runs here. We should start getting some pushes now that we're not in the lead. Hanging back with White.
Stay low. Stay low.
He doesn't want to hold the bottom, so
Careful,
we're going to
still
go
there.
underneath him. 5 laps of fuel, 4 laps to go. Very nice there. White to the bottom. We're going to try and
Still there.
pull up to him and give him a push.
Careful, still
He's
there.
running a slightly different line coming off that corner than I am, but it's alright.
You're all clear up top.
Give him a push. Oh, and it moves him up out of the way. What to see here,
Still there.
how that plays out. Again, just holding the bottom. Let's see here.
Hard from the outside. Outside.
White makes a run back up on the top.
Outside. Hold your line.
Nemechek drops down low to get past White. We're in Nemechek's
Still
draft.
there.
I think we may be 3 wide here.
Careful,
Nope, just
still there.
2 wide. We're getting a push from Crafton. Here we'll have to see if Nemechek drops to the bottom. He will. Very nice there.
Still there.
Let's give him a good push here. Quite the run. Focused on pushing Nemechek here for now and defending the bottom. Very nice there. Not looking to make a move on him at the moment. So we know the pack will soon be catching back up to us, or at least I presume so. 3 laps of fuel left. I mean, we have 2 to go. Next lap, the last lap. Maybe we'll have to take a look here. Losing track of the laps. As our little 2-car tango is not doing too shabby here against the pack. So, even Crafton's getting a little breakaway here. And don't want to get past Nemechek quite yet.
White flag. Taking
Last lap. We're going to try and make our move on the back straightaway. We'll see how that goes. Have a good run here. I gotta be on the bottom. I'm going into turns 3 and 4. We're going to try to make a move there. Nothing there. Not holding the bottom as well as we are. I need a push from Crafton if it's going to work. He is drafting with us. But I don't think we're going to have enough quite in time.
You're almost out of gas.
I can move to the inside. I could wreck him, but I'm not going to. I'm going to bring it home in second. Maybe could have won there. Had to be wrecked him, but a very nice result there. Even still. We were right there. So, really good result there. And we will move on. I think that's going to wrap up this episode. And we'll have 2 races for the next episode. But we'll head back to the main menu and wrap things up. Alright, so second gives us $23,000 added to the bank. We get many friends and compliments from people. We did have turn Tyler Ankrum, but it's all good. We have the last dirt race of the season that we will do next episode, followed by the last should be a last 2 races. Yep, at Martinsville and Phoenix for next episode. So, hope you enjoyed the episode. I know it's going to be a little bit shorter. I want to leave a decent amount to do next episode as well. So that's kind of the game plan there. So, yeah, hope you enjoyed. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next one.